Hello there, welcome back to SnowMakerTV. In today's video, I'll be sharing how I train before my Mount Kinabalu hike. It's all about slow, mindful preparations, from pace to hydrations to mental focus. My journey of training for Mount Kinabalu, not just the physical part, but also the spiritual, mental, and emotional side too. But first, let's talk about how I warm up before each hike. I start with light stretching, loosening up my legs, shoulders, and lower back. Then a short warm-up walk, just enough to get the blood flowing. I take deep breaths, feeling grounded, getting my body and mind ready for the trail ahead. This quiet moment is where every journey begins. One of the first things I focus on is pace. I don't rush. The mountain doesn't go anywhere, so I train by walking at a speed where I can still enjoy the view, breathe deeply, and I have a conversation without gasping. Most of my training walks last between 1 to 2 hours. I go for long routes with slight inclines to mimic that what Mount Kinabalu might feel like. Some days I feel strong, other days a bit tired. But I remind myself, progress isn't always fast. Consistency is the real power. Next, I track my heart rate. I wear the Garmin GPS watch. It keeps me informed during my walks and hikes. Most of the time, I stay in zone 3 to 4. That's the fat burning zone, where I can build endurance without over-exertion. If my heart rate spikes too high, I slow down. The idea is to listen to your body. Training isn't about pushing to the max. It's about knowing your limits and expanding them slowly, patiently. When it comes to gear, every hiker has their favorites. For me, hiking sticks are a must. They help reduce strain on my knees, especially downhill. I also never forget my cold, wet towel, stored in a container, chill before I leave, one wipe on the neck during a break, and it's instant refreshment. And then my Garmin watch. It tracks every step, every heartbeat, and every foot climbed. Technology, when used mindfully, can be a powerful training companion. Water, the most underrated hiker's tool. I don't use a hydration platter. Instead, I carry my canteen-style water bottles. Strong, simple, and reliable. For training, I even carry extra bottles, adding 5 to 10 kilograms of weight to my backpack. It's not just for hydration, it's also part of my strength training. I sip every 10 to 15 minutes, even if I'm not thirsty, because dehydration doesn't come with warning signs. It sneaks up quietly. Some days, especially under the hot sun, I will take some small snacks, just a small boost to stay balanced. I hydrate before, during, and after every hike. It's a simple habit, but it keeps me sharp, steady, and prepared for bigger climbs ahead. Training with a backpack is something I slowly built into my routine. I started with 3 kg, now I train with up to 8 kg on some days. This simulates what it's like to hike with real gear: water, jacket, snacks and essentials. The added weight conditions my back, shoulders and legs, helping me prepare for real mountain demands. It's tough at first, but over time, you feel stronger, more prepared, and extremely proud of the effort you have put in. Hiking is more than just walking up. It's about keeping your mind grounded. During training, I practice mindfulness. I turn off distractions, no music, no phone, just my breath and my footsteps. Sometimes I count my steps. Other times I just listen to the birds, the wind, the gravel beneath my boots. These small moments help me build mental strength for long, quiet hours on the trail. Not every training day feels perfect. Sometimes mornings, my legs are heavy. Sometimes evenings, I question my progress. But I remind myself why I started. Mount Kinabalu isn't just a mountain. It's a symbol of pushing past limits, of staying committed even when no one is watching. I keep small reminders, photos, a countdown, a note to myself, and every step I take, no matter how slow, brings me closer. It's not just about reaching the summit, it's about the disciplines I build every day on the ground. So, that's how I train before Mount Kinabalu. It's not about conquering the mountain, but understanding the journey it invites you on. Thanks for joining me. And if you enjoy peaceful content like this, feel free to like, subscribe and share with your hiking friends. Until the next adventure, take care, stay grounded and keep walking forward.